offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 21-yard line.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st down, Young. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Boswell on for the point after.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10. Harrison.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Young. They find some open field here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Chiefs 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
On the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He is going to find Hill here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
47-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Second and 2.
Just like that. Slap.
They'll try the left side. It's Young. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. We own it. Rush in. Halloween. 56 is Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Watch twins.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 15.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run on first down. It's Young, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Young. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
10 at the 14-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there.
Carry for the running back.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Chiefs 17. Harrison Butker at a kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On first down, Young. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Young. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Raiders 34, Chiefs 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
Ready. Block 40. Gives it 50. Check back 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 right there, 56.
Now a carry for Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Made at the 24.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
It's 2nd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 5.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Young. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
44. Chiefs.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Third and 12.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Tackled at the 46.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking